Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon if you're in Europe. Good night if you're in Australia. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good day. We swung QQQ calls, so let's see how those are going to be doing overnight. Futures were much more green, but yeah, so regardless, for today we're going to be focusing on the NASDAQ, and this is the 1 minute chart of the NASDAQ. We're going to be looking to trade the August 31st contracts on the NASDAQ. So good morning, salute, good morning, guys. All right, let's see. All right, so these lotto calls are only up about 11% for me. Gonna sell some and basically just play the rest around. So I'm just gonna take some profits on these and leave runners here so far. What's up? How are you, Wallach? How you doing, brother? My wife is having a baby now at the hospital. Won't be able to trade much today. Damn, man, that is amazing, dude. I hope your wife, I hope health to your wife and your newborn and everything like that, man. That's amazing, man. That's beautiful. Congratulations. Man, that's awesome, man. I really want to see pictures, and yeah, man, it sounds beautiful. All right, so there's a lot of resistance right above us, which is why the market is having trouble crossing above. So let's just see which direction they provide with follow through. I took off work to watch your stream. You made a good choice, brother. I'm just kidding. Thank you. SPY 403 is very important support. And NASDAQ 305.60 is also very important. So everything just fell to support. So far, bears have had about 2 minutes or a quick minute or two of follow through. So let's see if they keep getting rewarded to the downside. No, you guys didn't really miss anything. Hold or sell overnight calls. I took profits and I'm leaving runners. All right, so big reversal from the NASDAQ here. This is really bad for bears. So far, you can see that they really messed with bears. And yep, let's just see which direction we continue going. So far, it looks very devastating for bears. Everyone that tried to go short is down. So at the moment, if you look at the charts, the NASDAQ is the clear winner in terms of relative strength compared to the SPY and the IWM. There we go. That's it. Beautiful. These another high of day. Very nice. So 306.70 is a very important resistance on the NASDAQ, and we just wicked there. So this is a wild price action so far for the first few minutes. Very large wicks to the downside and very large wick to the upside. Let's see. Let's be patient. We made money so far on the calls. the overnight swings. Things are looking pretty good. I'm just waiting for a good, solid, safe setup. Lots of choppiness here so far. It's just option delta being flush in the first 30 minutes. QQQ. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, so basically at the moment I'm just waiting for a good setup. Don't want to rush anything or force any trades needlessly. We made money on swings overnight already. Holding on to those runners, and now waiting for the market to give proper direction. Lots of choppiness. This is really, really choppy. Wow. I'm not sure exactly what setup I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting to see which direction the market goes, and then based off of that, we'll get a better understanding of a setup. But for now, I have no idea. I'm just waiting, being patient. We're still consolidating within this small range here. So let's see. IWM starting to show some strength. Let's see if it can cross and hold above the VWAP. Apple is making new lows. Tesla is making new lows. Holding support. Making new lows, it seems. Nvidia made a new low of day. There's a lot of room to go to the downside for a lot of these tech stocks. They're not sitting at support. Let's see if they can get closer to support and bounce. Apple is starting to bounce already. IWM big reversal. The NASDAQ holding 305.30. And the SPY needs to hold 403.10. All right. I am looking. Tesla making new low. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna grab light QQQ calls with 305.30 as a stop loss. Very light. August 31st at the money calls with 305.30 stop loss. If this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Contract premiums are premiums are moving very, very poorly. So even so we caught this move, but the premiums are moving very poorly. So that is interesting. IWM breaking that level of support. All right, it looks like 305.30 wants to give. This was a very bearish move. Okay, cool. If we get a close below 305.30 and basically low of day, I'm gonna close out of these calls. And then if we bounce once more, then we're gonna have to play that bounce. But so far, still holding on to these calls, just waiting for a close below low of day. So far, it was just a wick. Haven't gotten a close below that level just yet. Tech stocks are holding support pretty well. Contracts are down 3%. The markets are begging for some strength, but this is clearly a lot of weakness here that we see in the market. It feels like it's hanging on by a thread. That's what I am currently deducing from this. But regardless, not every day is going to work perfectly. But regardless, we see a good opportunity to go long with a tight stop loss and a pretty safe play. And we have to take it. That's it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, so we see it just failing to close above any major high. It's just wicking at the moving averages. So that's showing a lot of weakness. All right, looks like we're finally going to get this close below. Apple, big reversal. So we were in a bull flag. Apple just completely broke the bull flag and fell lower. IWM new low of day, which is causing the SPY to show weakness. I'm going to close out these calls for a loss here. Most likely once things get a little closer to support, then it'll be a better like the tech stocks, once the rest of them get closer to support, it'll be a better opportunity. But so far this was a lot of weakness. SPY is at major support here at 402.30. The NASDAQ is now at major support as well. And the IWM is also at major support. Let's take a look at the tech stocks. Aren't yet. Tech stocks are not yet at major support, but since the ETFs are, this could be NASDAQ wants to hold 304.5. SPY wants to hold 402.3. All right. NASDAQ cracking below low of day. New lows. Wow. Ooh. Apple. That's crazy. Wow. This is really, really beautiful selling pressure. This is awesome. All right, I'm buying at the money QQQ calls with a 403 stop loss. 304 stop loss. 304 stop loss, very, very tight. It's about 20-cent stop loss. Contract premiums are... But yeah, this is a tight little play. Let's see if we get a bounce here. But so far, obviously, all momentum is bearish. But everything is sitting at support. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Buying. Wow, no, I'm not buying. Taking some profits and leaving runners. Don't allow this position to go red. Basically now what the market wants is the SPY basically needs a nice solid close above 402.70 The NASDAQ needs a nice solid close above 304.9. And now we just let runners ride. And this looks like a nice little play. We caught the bottom here. We missed out on the puts. It is what it is, but I wasn't expecting this much weakness out of the puts for today. But yeah, so far these calls are working out really nicely. Nice little 10% play so far. The SPY is not showing obviously that much strength, but the NASDAQ is closing above the levels that need to be closed above. Yeah, since the day, right, pragmatically, regardless of what my intuition was prior, right? So far for the day, we can see that bears are in control, period, point blank. So until we see a change in that, it makes more sense to be very, very light bullish and to take stabs at shorts. But so far, we took this long opportunity. It works out pretty well. But aside from that, until the NASDAQ and the SPY can basically close back above the early consolidation levels that we had for the first like 15-20 minutes, until we cross back above those levels, then we're going to remain bearish for the day. Make sure you don't let this position go red. The support that the NASDAQ wants to hold is 304.30. So if we can hold 304.30, that would be good for a continued move upwards. And that's it. Now we wait. Disgusting wick. What is it? Disgusting wicks all day. Crazy. Very, very interesting. SPY holding support. The IWM. Microsoft is in a bull flag. Amazon broke above the range high already. So Amazon is leading the strength so far. Tesla is also somewhat in a doesn't look too good. Apple also broke above the range high. So did Nvidia. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so this is a nice little play. Nice. 15%. More choppy price action. If the NASDAQ can basically close back above 305.30, then we can see a new high of day, basically. So we're back to trading within a range. This is a new range that we're making, low of day and 305.30. So yeah. Big rejection. And big rejection to support. And now let's see if support can hold or break. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys oh man, I have to give me a second. Continuing to trade in a nice little tight range. Apple new low of day. Apple main support is at 160.9. So there's still some more room to go to the downside for Apple. And yeah, that's why the NASDAQ also broke new low of day. Amazon failed at resistance with a good wick. But once again, everything is back at support. Apple wicked to that 160.9 level and bounced off. Lots of wicks. I'm looking for a new play. Looking for a new play. I'm grabbing light IWM at the money calls. with a stop loss at 186. Light at the money IWM calls. Light at the money calls on the IWM. I see a falling wedge. I'm going to play the falling wedge to the upside. Let's see if it breaks to the upside. Light calls. Falling wedges are generally one of the most bullish setups. Everything bounced to resistance. So basically, the SPY needs above 402.30 comfortably. The NASDAQ needs above 304.50 comfortably. And yeah, let's see if this can give enough momentum to break to the upside. So far, so good. I'm gonna sell some, take some profit, and then basically leave runners because I'm not. I don't like the momentum that we see so far. It can fall right back down to support, and then we'll just be sitting there, feeling dumb that we didn't take any profits. So make sure you take some profits. This isn't the strongest setup, but it worked. But yeah, make sure you take some profits and leave runners. It is what it is if it starts flying above, but it's always good to solidify some profits. So the contracts are up 10%. So definitely, if you want to take some profits, you should. So yeah, essentially, I saw a falling wedge pattern on the IWM, and I thought it was a very, very good opportunity to go long very quick for a nice, quick little scalp. And so far, so good. Let's see if it can close above this 20 exponential moving average. Good morning. Good morning. The SPY and the NASDAQ are stagnating, which is causing the IWM to basically fail. Tesla is starting to show some strength. Tesla is showing some strength. Let's just see if it's a fake move, though. So as you can see, this is why I wanted everyone to take some profits, because the movement upward was not that strong, and it still feels very, very heavy. The IWM is the Russell 2000. So basically, sorry. SPY about to make a new low of day. SPY made a new low of day. NASDAQ made a new low of day. All right. Wow. The market is so weak. This is pretty exciting. This is crazy. Wow. Apple is at major support at 160.5. Wow, this is really insane selling pressure. Oh my goodness. Barely giving barely giving the market a chance to bounce. This is pretty insane. Light QQQ calls 302.5 as a stop. We're catching a bottom here. So just be very light. This can easily just continue falling lower. What we've been seeing is the market does not give that many it's not giving bounces a good bounce. So just be very careful. Yeah, the market looks like it's about to crack again. It looks like it's about to make a new low. But it is what it is. Have to take this trade. Everything fell to support. And is very overextended to the downside now on smaller time frames. Apple is basically hovering at support. A lot of these other stocks are hovering at support as well. But it looks like we're about to make a new low. The market is very, very weak. But the upside potential for this play, if the calls did work out, is very, very high. But so far, not working out. Amazon is making a new low. Amazon new low of day. NASDAQ. Wicked. Contracts down about 4%. Let's see if we get a close below low of day. This is really, really weak. Still holding. The contract didn't lose that much value. Let's see if this level of support can hold. Contracts are holding value nicely. This could be a good sign. I mean, we need to break above levels of resistance. So we basically came right back to the levels that we were at a few minutes ago. So essentially the SPY once again needs to break above 400.7 comfortably. And the NASDAQ needs to close comfortably above 303.15. IWM is bouncing hard. The IWM is bouncing very, very hard. But it's right back at that moving average. Whew, market is deflated. Market is deflated today. IWM is showing a lot of strength, but that strength isn't being translated into the SPY. The IWM basically bounced above this range high, whereas the SPY and the NASDAQ are trading well below any of the range high. So this is very interesting. Wow, IWM is flying. They're not even giving bulls like any tangible little bounce. These are really, really bad bounces. You would think that they would give a good bounce for another shorting opportunity, but nothing yet. Markets are very, very weak. Let's see if we can continue holding though and moving upwards, because the IWM is showing a lot of strength, but you can see that the strength in the IWM is barely translating into the SPY or the NASDAQ. So yeah, let's see. Consolidating in this range. The only way that the NASDAQ and the SPY can continue to go up like this is if the IWM continues to show extreme strength. But the odds of that happening, the odds of that continuing to happen is low. So, yeah. So these calls are basically at break even. If you're not comfortable holding the shorter term, then you should get into a few days out. So we got into the August 31st calls. If you're uncomfortable, you should get into the September 6th calls on the NASDAQ and play. Because at the end of the day, pragmatically, we are at support. We should be bouncing to a level of resistance so that bears can get another opportunity to go short. But so far, the market has been very, very deflated. and showing a lot of weakness. So we might not even get that bounce. But overall, regardless, a trade is a trade. Wicked to a new low of day. Still holding 302.30. SPY is still holding above 400.1. So here's the thing. The market clearly looks very, very bearish overall, right? But from a trading standpoint, it's very, very aggressive if you're to take a short down here when the market is already at support. So you're expecting the market to continue churning through support levels like butter if you decide to short here. That could work, but it makes more sense to just try to catch longs. Still holding on to the runners. I don't feel okay, now I'm out of the runners. This is a lot of weakness. This is a lot of weakness. Oh my goodness, this is really, really weak, guys. How? Wow, how are they gonna maintain this? This is crazy. All right, I'm getting a September 2nd 302.5 calls on the NASDAQ. This is 3 days out. Safer, gives more wiggle room. If it breaks below low of day, again, it won't really affect it that much. Call premium is barely going higher as the price goes higher. So that is generally a good sign that the market can continue going higher. But this is a much safer buy here. We got something a few days out. I'm gonna have a low of day stop loss on these as well. So yeah, we just wait. Um, this is a safer play. A few days out. No reason to scramble trying to force and like look for plays. They're not giving anyone any opportunity to buy dips. So obviously we're gonna sell these. Market, the NASDAQ went from basically 1% green from the pre-market to now 1% red. That is really interesting. The market today was really abnormally weak. Unless you were holding on to longer term puts, even scalping these puts really was this is crazy because they didn't give really good shorting opportunities really to short at resistance. We barely were bouncing to any major levels of resistance. So it was very interesting day so far. This is crazy. The bounces are literally only lasting about 3 minutes. And then in that time, it barely even bounces to a resistance level, which is very interesting. They don't even let it get to any major level of resistance for people to load back up into shorts. This is crazy. It just keeps falling. So yeah, this is the point of trading. We keep our losses small, and not every day is going to be a huge 50, 100% winner. Could have been if we went short, but we were trying to catch dips, and I was very surprised to see that even the dip buying opportunities were not strong enough to re-enter into any shorts. We couldn't break above we had a lot of trouble breaking above the 10 SMA on the minute the entire day. So that is interesting that we couldn't even retest the 50 SMA today. That is extreme weakness that we don't usually see. So I was surprised to see that we didn't get a bounce to that, to those levels basically. So far, lots of cascading weakness. Congrats to everyone that got puts. Good job, guys. To everyone who grabbed into puts. Congratulations. Nice. Yeah, very strong trends to the downside. 100%. Very strong trends to the downside. I saw a question. Dan, why do you keep buying calls and selling them on drops? But then buying in again only to sell them again for an L. So basically, I'm taking small stabs very close to support. So say for example, something was at, I don't even know how to explain it, but I mean, I'm not sure what your question is. If we're buying something at support and it breaks that level of support, I'm gonna sell because that was the condition that I put on the trade. So then at these different levels of support, I was going, obviously this is a SPY, but whatever, if we went long on the NASDAQ, whatever. The concept is that I was going long at support with a stop loss at that low. So if we broke down below that low, I would sell. And then once we made another support level, I would go long again. So this is basically another opportunity to go long. And basically my thought process for why I was going long. Say for example, I went long right now. Stop loss below this wick. My target would be up here because that is generally a healthy target to the upside, but that hasn't been happening all day today. Generally, even during very bearish movements, the market would want a better opportunity to go short. But what we're seeing right now is just vomiting to the downside. Very weak. So it is what it is. We took into a longer term contract to mitigate the losses. And sometimes, I mean, that's the main thing with trading, making sure that we have more ammo and more money and not losing all of your money. Even if you make like 50 trades and a lot of them don't work, if you're only losing 5 to 10% on those trades, who cares? Because one good 30-40% win eradicates all of that. So it is what it is. I hope that answered the question. I'm up 117%. Nice. 93% on my puts, left one runner. Done for the day. Good luck all. Thanks for the stream. Loved it. Nice, man. Congrats. Why not follow the trend with the puts? So essentially, this isn't a good risk reward for puts. None of these have really been solid risk rewards for puts, in my opinion. If you're buying, you're essentially buying puts that support. So you're hoping that this momentum to the downside continues, but that isn't a good way of trading. It's not sustainable because this selling pressure is also not going to be sustainable. We're going to have always, whenever there's a lot of selling pressure intraday, there's always a huge face ripping pop to the upside, which is used as another shorting opportunity. We haven't even had that yet. So that is abnormal weakness that is not sustainable. And it is what it is. Sometimes you don't catch every move. It's like a trending day, but down. Yes, sir. It's going to take 1 to 2 hours to get a pullback. Yeah, usually it takes about after 11:30. Yeah, this is trading view. Hamid is a perma-bull. I'm a perma-bull on my account. I've been waiting for pullbacks, but it just kept going down. Didn't want to force, so was on the sideline today. Nice. Nice. This is a lot of follow through to the downside constantly. Wow. Using still dropping. You trade QQQ and IWM also, which is best? It depends on the day. Whichever has the most strength or weakness, you can trade those. Rosalio, emotional damage. This is crazy. This feels like last Friday. Or will it just be another day like last Friday? Yeah, who knows? This is textbook falling knife. RSI divergence a minute. Hey, what other sites are you streaming off of? Because I see other comments that are not from YouTube. So basically, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Sold my puts too early. Damn, would have been 115%. Nice. This is crazy weakness. Damn. 1 minute time frame. Damn, they just made it so easy to go short everywhere. This is really, really crazy. No opportunity to go long at all. With I mean, they gave opportunities to go long, but no opportunity to re-enter shorts at resistance. Crazy. Oof. What's the best chart time frame? I use the 1 minute. Always do keep runners like Hamid and Lucky Ellie does. How many trading days have 0 candles on 15-minute chart? Today is history. Too bad I tried long. I have no idea. I mean, too bad you tried long. I mean, it is what it is. Like over time, we make a lot of money trading. Some days you lose a little bit. It is what it is. But it's important. If you lose too much, then that's the issue. But if you take solid trade setups and they don't work, that's trading. You're not always going to be correct about everything. You can't beat yourself up because you know in the long run it works out. Crazy. QQQ broke 300 psychological support so quickly. Yep, absolutely. Great. When I scalp, I use a 20 MA on the minute and wait for a close above. Has a close above all day. Yeah. This has been one of my best scalping days in a long time. Nice. Awesome, man. Congrats. I went AFK and my down 40%. Wow. All right, I'm gonna take a stab at above 397. Damn, I really think that they could bring the market up here. They should be bringing the market up here. I'm gonna grab September 2nd, 398 SPY calls. 3 days out. Safe position. Let's see if this works. We're at the 10 SMA again. Let's see if we can break above it. $10 SMA is coinciding with the 20 EMA. Let's see if we can break above 397.5 on the SPY. The NASDAQ, let's see if we can break above 300.10. Yeah, it made sense for them to finally make it bounce. All right, take some profits. Not every play is going to be a big winner, but take some profits and don't allow this to go red. If you do allow this to go red, you could keep a stop loss at 397, but take some profits and leave runners. Small winner, small victory. It is what it is. Base hits, people. Not every play is going to be a 40-50% play. Not every day is going to have banger TikTok videos where we make 40-50% on everything. Today, I'm gonna incorporate some small wins and the losses that we took were only 5 to 7%. We hit a 10% loss on one of the plays, but honestly, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to take small losses. I'm just very appreciative of the market. Like seeing how things work out, even if you don't like, even if the play doesn't work in your favor, it's just really, really amazing to see what the market is doing, because this is very, very valuable experience. 10, 15, 20 years down the line, we're going to be able to say that we traded during these times. And it's amazing, man. Just have to enjoy this. All of the losses, all of the gains, everything. These are just opportunities for us to become better traders. And that's a beautiful thing. The longer this takes to stagnate, the longer this takes to close above these wicks here. So essentially, I want to see it close above these two wicks. On the spot. All right. So far, so good. Nice little play. Nice. Good. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let me see comments here. How do you know when you start option trading, when to buy or put? How familiar are you with trading in general? How long have you been trading for? Possible reversal on QQQ? Yeah, looks like it. Do you think we will close higher than we are right now? Flip a coin. I have no idea. Buy made a low of 362.17 in June and a high of 431.73. Retracement 396.95 for me. It's a golden number. Yep, makes sense. 100%. Stupid. Stupid play. Very nice. Good. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Definitely now take some profits and leave runners. This is a good play so far. Very nice. Very, very good. Congratulations. Good. Thank goodness we finally caught a damn bottom. God damn. All right, good. Let runners ride, and definitely don't let this go red. I'll be right back. We hit the 50 SMA on the 1 minute now. Many people are going short against that level on the SPY. 398.72. Definitely take profits. Don't let this go red. TikTok sure does give you more exposure. Yep. I'm down so heavy. Uh, Stop putting so much of your portfolio into these positions. Just play light. Look for base hits. Stop trying to aim for home runs. Maybe if we're lucky, shorts will close and the market. Pray for a V day. Nah, we don't need to pray. Never put yourself in a trade where you have to pray for it. All right, let me read the TikTok comment. Going for the gap fill on apples down this morning. I'm going up 100%. Nice. Do you predict the SPY will raise back up in a few days? Not necessarily. Please, a couple days ago, you posted that the market would collapse around this time based on past. Yeah. Yeah. It was a similar chart setup from when the SPY was at 430. I was bearish on the market because we were sitting at resistance, and the similarities between the past recessions and the current market environment that we're at right now. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. This is a textbook dead cat. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you sell? No, I'm holding on to runners. Alrighty. How much of your portfolio do you trade with? Does it depend? So it depends on how much money you have total. But generally, I would not put more than 10% of my portfolio into any trade. Unless it's... I would not risk 10% of my portfolio on any trade. But the bigger your account size becomes, then you should not be risking more than 5, etc., etc. Because at that point, then fills become an issue, and then you're just playing with like 5-figure profits, and then you're just there's no point of over aggressively trying to play things. Abdul, Discord you using for signals? I'm not sure what you mean. I go live here, and I also have a Discord server where we're sharing our trades there as well. So so far we caught this bottom. The runners are riding. The runners are riding. I want more. This is up. This is about 20% now, so I want some more upside. We're trading above the 50 SMA now on the 1 minute, which is good on both the SPY and the NASDAQ. The IWM is still below it. But regardless, if you're only holding on to one contract, definitely sell. Just move on. Good play. Good play so far, but dead cat bounce. Yeah, so far 100%. This is the dead cat bounce. 399.5 is major resistance on the SPY. If we can break above that, then things should get very interesting to the upside. But basically, you're not allowing these runners to go red. SPY coming back to 400 just for rejection back down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's very plausible. That is absolutely possible. I'm in a trade right now where I'm on my knees begging for a reversal. Dear Lord. Oh man. Good luck to you, Mr. MD123. Dixie is dropping, but VIX is ripping. Interesting. Wall Street Bets just called a huge price target for Bingo, 20 to 50 swing. $20 to $50 swing. Have a lot of short interest. Let's see what we can play around and gamble on. Oh, I can see why. This is have options. Does have options. John Jacob, what price target were they talking about? And how big is this post on Wall Street Bets? It's not, I mean, it's not like a huge percentage of float that's short here. Joel, crash now. How's it gonna pop this month and we're gone? Yeah. Should we get into next week 311 QQQ calls? No. Absolutely not. T, where are you looking for the reversal back down if this is dead cat bounce? So I was looking for a reversal back down. I mean, basically, this is, if you're bearish, this is still a really good area to go short, because we're sitting around levels of resistance and it's stagnating a bit here. Although this is a bull flag, but if you're bearish, this is I mean, we're sitting at resistance. We're failing to break and close above 399. And this 399 level is a lot of resistance, and 399.5 is a lot of resistance. Also, we're sitting right at the 10 and the 50 simple moving averages. So if you are bearish, many people that are bearish are looking to get bearish and looking to add to their shorts on this pop 100%. So now it's just a matter of, is the buying pressure going to continue, or are bears going to continue to remain in control like they have been the entire day? I'm the same. I was negative 30%, but I'm confident it will go up. That's not how you trade. You cannot trade like that. You can't trade off of hope. That's not sustainable. I want you guys here, man. If you keep trading like that, then it's not sustainable long term. If you keep on holding positions for more than for a huge loss like that, thinking that it'll go back up, that's very bad. That is very bad. So just be more tight. It's okay to be wrong. Take small losses instead of hoping that the loss returns, because it doesn't always do that. Going to take a little short here. Instagram live. All right, continuing to move up. Um, yeah, contracts are up 20%. Not Do not hold these if you are unsure. Common trades. What broker do you use? So first of all, regardless of what brokerage you use, make sure to have a cash account. So you can have either TD Ameritrade, you could have any other brokerage, but make sure that it's a cash account first and foremost. But you could trade on TD, you could trade on IBKR, you could trade on E-Trade. I would stay away from Robinhood. Might scoop some calls though, probably not. Got out of my puts, had 390 puts, small gain, 30%. Nice. Congrats. I like the Bollinger Bands, the VWAP, the 10, 50, 200 simple moving averages, the RSI, and the MACD. Around how many contracts should we play max? until we see contract fill issues. It's not about uh it's not about the it's not always about the amount of contracts, it's about how much dollar value. And a lot of that is just going to be arbitrary. So unless you get a feel for it, then you're not going to, unless you experience it, you're not going to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, at first, don't even worry about putting so much money in. Just worry about making consistent gains on a small scale. If you have $500,000 to play with, don't think about, oh my God, how am I going to use this whole portfolio? Be consistent trading with 10,000 or 5,000. Be consistent trading with a small amount of money, and then you can scale up your positions accordingly, according to your portfolio percentage, etc., etc. I've had the worst week ever. 2 week swing calls all over the market, and it tanked. What do you think it will recover? No, personally, I don't think that the market can recover. Where you ended up losing your money, I don't think. Damn it. I thought holding on, price concentration is I'm declining. Thought holding that's risky. I bought more trying to average it down. You should never try to average down. Yeah, man, that's a tough position to be in. Um, yeah, that's a very tough position to be in. Now I'm 1,000 deep in debit spreads, and my portfolio is currently under 500. Rough week so far. Just play light. Stop trying to be over aggressive on your portfolio. You have to trade according to your portfolio size. Main important thing, guys, is to make sure that you don't lose your money. You can make as many losing trades as you want. You can lose a lot, but as long as you keep your losses tight and as long as you're very disciplined with taking losses, it doesn't matter how many times you lose. As long as you have more money to make more trades, that's the most important thing. Trading is an infinite game. It continues as long as you have capital. So that should be the number one priority for everybody. Holding up though. Omo. Spizzo, do you think the market has more downside today? Yes. Personally, I do. Yes. But if these calls hold, I'm not complaining. Oh, why not Robinhood? Robinhood is a bad brokerage. But I mean, if it's working for you, that's fine. But I am very, very strongly against Robinhood. The indicators that smack us down are still declining. Thanks for everything. I have learned a lot. I have learned a ton from you in a short time. Nice. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Average down if you're investing long term. Not ideal to average down intraday trading. Yeah, it's not ideal to average down intraday if you're already in a losing position and your emotions are telling you, "Oh no, it's gonna bounce back up." Screw your feelings, man. Screw your feelings. Take feelings out of trading. Don't worry about anything. If you're down 5% and you say that, okay, I'm going to close if I'm down 5%. On that candle, if it closes and you're down 5%, take the loss. Take the loss. If it bounces back and you see, oh, I could have been up 10% green, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. Now move forward. At the end of the day, write out in your trading journal why you entered at the place you did, why you exited at the place you did. You'll end up seeing that the initial entry point of your trade was wrong. You understand? So there's always something to learn about your entry and exit points. Just because a play reverses back in your direction, in your favor, after you sell it, you either took a wrong entry point or you had a very, very tight stop loss. There's always something to learn. So that's why it's very, very important to always have, to always document your trades, especially if you're a beginner. Put your ego aside. This is work that you have to do to become a profitable, consistent trader. That's the goal. You want to make money every single day. You don't want to just make $1,000 one day and then lose $500 the next day and then lose $200 the next day and then lose another $200 and then you're only up $50 for the week. What's the point of doing that? Learn from your mistakes. Document everything that's going on and become a consistent, profitable trader. Yeah, so with spreads and stuff like that, Robinhood is much easier to see because the UI is very, very user-friendly and it shows everything pretty easily, especially with all of the spread trades. Yep. TOS and Webull for my cash account. Free. Just I hate Robinhood. I missed out maybe on like 70. So yeah, ever since then I have never been a strong supporter of Robinhood. A very, very strong move to the downside, right? So obviously with that very, very strong move to the downside, we're going to break below 300 just a little bit. But now as we can see, we're starting to stagnate and hold support above 300. But at the same time, the markets are at resistance as well. So this is a textbook opportunity for people to go short if you're bearish on the market. So this is literally, I mean, this is a bear flag. We bounced to resistance. We're stagnating at resistance. Bears would love it here. And technically, if you're bearish, this is a very good shorting opportunity. The best shorting opportunity for bears, if you don't want to short here, is at VWAP. If we break above VWAP, that would be very, very interesting. But immediately, the most important levels of resistance right above are 399.5 on the SPY and 301.5 on the NASDAQ. What do you think about Webull? Webull, I mean, yeah, I mean, you could sign up for Webull. It's at least, they're not Robinhood. But a lot of people like using the interface on Webull. The charting system, everything is way, way better than Robinhood as well. But, did you finish school or did you focus on trading? I went to school part-time and then I ended up getting my bachelor's. In computer engineering. But yeah, I went part-time. I only went to make my mom happy because she wanted me to graduate. But it was a waste of time for me. When will you go long aggressively? Not anytime soon. Are you looking at any trade at the moment? I'm just holding on to the runners that we had earlier. Contracts are up about 25%. SPY is hitting 399.5. This is a very, very important. This is about to be very, very important now. Very nice. Very, very nice move so far. Let's get some more closes above 399.5. Also, what is to you to broker resistance level? What is so yeah, 399.5 on the SPY, Danny. David Barnes, yesterday you were saying you want QQQ to go lower to add to QQQ call play. I have not seen or heard you address this today. Yeah, today I mean, that I had that before I saw what was going on today in the market. So obviously, as the market began, you have to adapt to what's going on, and it doesn't seem safe yet to try to add to calls. We were swinging calls overnight, sold those in the morning, and then we just watched the market fall. Tried to catch dips, and 2 or 3 times that didn't work, and then I think 2 or 3 times it did, and now it's working out pretty well. But yeah, it's not a it's not an opportunity to try to go aggressively long in anything. We can still tumble really, really hard. 399.5 acting as major resistance on the SPY. 301.5 acting as major resistance on the NASDAQ. Damn, spy puts look really, really good. Spy puts look really, really good right now. So, this is another good entry for shorts. Wow, they made it very, very enticing for people to become bearish. It looked like a really, really good shorting opportunity. And one big green candle. Let's see if there's any news. Biden officially filed to run for re-election a few minutes ago. Interesting. All right, guys, it's 11:45. I've got to leave. Still holding on to these runners. Basically, just don't allow these to go red. We're clearly range trading here now on the SPY and the entire stock market. These were up 25%. Still holding above, so it's decent. So now basically just holding on to these runners. I've got to head out. I hope you guys had an amazing day. Bro, where do you leave at 11:45 every day? Yeah, guys, sorry, I gotta go. Yeah, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. I really appreciate it. Had a really good trading day yesterday. Today was a bit more choppy with small set losses, and it is what it is. But we had a nice 25% play to end the day, so it worked out. And yeah, hope it works out for you guys for the rest of the day as well. Have an amazing day, and thank you.